I use so much hand sanitizer. My fucking hands are burning off. We're not fooling anyone, dude.
What?
They know what's going on.
I'm gonna move this out.
They know.
All right.
We gotta record a bunch of these, man. God knows. I swear to God, it's coming. They're gonna shut it down.
We'll just
They're gonna shut the fuck down, bro.
Will you do an online episode?
Dude, we're gonna do a live.
A lot.
Yeah, we're gonna do an Instagram live. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. However long it's interesting.
We have done
Could
it.
be 5 minutes.
Yeah, we have
an
done
hour.
Instagram Live. People showed up.
A little bit. We gotta link up though.
You think so?
That's another conversation.
That's the key.
We'll talk about this. Everybody's live now. I tweeted something the other day. I was like, oh, fuck, man. I'm not getting booked on the Zoom shows either.
Oh, you tweeted that?
Yeah.
Are you do fuck with
Your
Twitter?
boys twit? No, dude.
Your boy's twitching, dude.
When
You're supposed to have it under control, dude.
In a normal world, in a non-pandemic world, Twitter's fucking stupid.
Okay.
But when you can't do open mics, your boy's gonna start tweeting. That's how it is. That's my code. I live by it. You got a problem with it? Don't fucking follow. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I might get on.
It's mostly Domino's.
It's been
Mostly Domino's tweets.
one thing I've noticed about this.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed is people that aren't, we all got friends that were like, yo, I'm friends with you. We cool. We've been good. But they got the weakest Facebook posts ever. But they think that there's some type of Harvey Dangerfield. They post like things that they think are really funny as Facebook statuses. Those people are pumping out dog shit premises left and right.
That's Twitter. It's just premises.
I'm a big like Facebook posts, just like pumping out, just like yo.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, Facebook.
You gotta relax, man. You can't. Okay, if you got a joke and you gotta really sell it with a bunch of emojis, just don't post it.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Is Facebook the place for your political agenda and your idea for your vision of how we're gonna beat it? No, it's not. Shut up.
Yeah.
Stop
also,
posting on Facebook.
What do you think of these people that are like these? Okay, because here's my attitude toward everything. You tell me CDC. I'm like, I want to hear from the CDC.
Yeah,
I want to hear from
sure.
That's all I want to hear
Dude,
from.
that's
You
what I'm
tell me
saying.
what to do. Anything else, I'm like
100%.
I do not fuck with.
Shut up.
I don't fuck with anything.
Yeah.
I'm like
they're the ones to listen to. They are the smartest, best suited people in our nation.
Right.
We've put them there to run this shit. Trust them. Oh my god, man. The amount of people I'm seeing. It's this guy I follow on Facebook. Just dude I used to work with in high school. Now he's just an annoying Facebook person. Yeah, we all have a bunch of those, right?
Yeah.
This fucking guy is all about, like, he posted photos of him stocking up on ammo, and he's like, are we okay with this mass surveillance from the government? Are we okay with this martial law? I think it's a little fucked up they're making us stay inside. If I want to go vape at an Applebee's and put a fucking,
he's the reason there will be martial law.
Yes, exactly.
He is so pissed he can't get some Wonton Tacos at Applebee's that he is going to disobey martial law. That's why we need tanks on the streets, because some asshole wants Wonton Tacos.
Dude. That's what I'm fucking saying, dude. This guy's like, it's my goddamn right to go suck on a coconut blueberry icy vape outside of an IHOP where I just ordered cinnamon roll pancakes for my family. And yeah, dude, I weigh 400 pounds. My wife is 400 pounds, and our daughter's really skinny and normal. I don't know how that happened, but that's what we're still giving her pancakes.
Yeah, that's a rural Indiana town thing. Is the gem? Just because I like to deter off of pandemic talk, the random like country people that somehow the genes like perfectly align and they generate one sexy as fuck child. Yeah,
that's weird. I think sexy's the wrong word, but you get it. Like,
well, I shouldn't have said sexy and child. Ash and Elm cider got me fucked up, dude.
Yeah, you got them saying, I get what you're saying though. You're like two white trash people who end up their kid. You're like, oh no, I know what's gonna happen to you.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden it's like this weird two wrongs making a right.
Yeah.
Just
two left turns make a right.
Two
they don't.
Really piss poor gene pools coming together to make that. I remember there were certain like kids that they had like, crazy white trash family, but then they had like the star soccer player was just some kid that could run faster than everyone.
Yeah, like Green Giant.
Yeah, it's the genetic weird like.
Or Big Green. Is that what I'm thinking of?
Big Green, the soccer movie?
Yeah, the little kids, little fat red kid, kids playing soccer. He's all white trash.
Oh yeah, he was the goalie though.
Dude, that dad definitely listened to Korn. That kid.
You think so?
Yeah, that was a Korn family. They watched WWE, listened to Korn. WWF at the time. Korn.
WWF was the real one. WWF, and then what was the other one? NWO?
WCW, World Wrestling Federation, and that wasn't.
Then the World Wildlife Fund took that.
There's a C in one of them. Yeah, the World Wildlife Fund. They were like, "Nah, bro."
They're like, that's kind of our thing. And then WWE took that, but I think it was like No, it wasn't NWO, but there was one. Was WWE?
I wasn't all in on wrestling. You know me.
But those were I liked wrestling board games. When you're a kid, you think that
wrestling board games?
Not board games, video games.
Yeah,
but yeah,
for sure. Yeah, you want to be the Hardy Boys throwing a fucking chair on somebody's head.
Yeah, dude.
That's fun.
I remember thinking that The Undertaker, that when he would knock someone out and roll them into the coffin, that he was actually burying them alive. And I'm like, why isn't anyone doing anything?
Somebody stop him.
Yeah, everyone's
He's going to kill this guy.
That was incredible. You ever look at The Undertaker now?
Yeah.
Still jacked as fuck.
Yeah, dude, that guy's loaded up.
Dude, and he's also
dude's ripped.
Okay, who are your celebrities where you're like...
The Undertaker definitely doesn't think coronavirus exists.
I think... No, dude, here's the thing about The Undertaker. If you ever listen to him do interviews and stuff, you'd think he'd be like an outrageous maniac guy.
No, he's just a businessman.
Just a businessman. Calmest, most level-headed guy. Still jacked as fuck. For the brand.
But yeah, I haven't fucked with wrestling for a while. What are these wrestling matches going to be without fans, man? It's just weirdos. It's just actors. You go pay. This is free. If you go down to Hollywood, go to one of these stupid acting studios. You can watch bad acting there for free.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think the WWF or WWE do a really great job of acting. I think they really sell the drama.
They do.
But now that is a good. Okay, what do you think? The San Francisco, the Golden State Warriors, the San Francisco Warriors, were going to play a game to no audience the day after Rudy Gobert tested positive for coronavirus.
Yeah.
And that was going to be interesting. I was actually really excited for that and disappointed that we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, same with March Madness. That's what they were going to do. And then they were like, no, we can't.
Dude,
They knew, man. It's fucking crazy. They knew. How crazy it is. It just fucking less than 2 weeks ago. We were like, oh, that's weird. No fans. That's fucked up, dude.
I was,
ESPN, Michael used to say, you're going to play the game without fans.
Right.
Wrong. Like, no. And then
now it's just like, it's not happening, dude.
I'm telling you, man. It's all about the dissemination of it. It's like the information. It's like they knew. Back then, everyone knew. They're like, it's going to be bad. And then we were all still like, oh, that's crazy. I guess we're not playing games with fans. It's a little weird. It's a little weird.
The thing is, though, it's funny how the stakes get higher and higher because there was a time when someone told me that the Golden State Warriors were going to play without fans where I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
It was just scratching the surface, poking the bear. You're like, hey, wake up.
Because I'm a huge NBA fan. So now
napping.
Yeah, if they say, hey, like right now at this point, if they were to say, hey, the season is canceled and there will be no winner and we're just going to restart, hopefully in October with the next season, I'd be like, yeah, it's kind of what I expected. To think about a week and a half ago, I was like, man, I hope there's no delay and I hope they end up getting people back in the stadiums. It's crazy.
It's crazy to think about.
Now I just hope my parents don't die.
I was like, dude, the fucking season that Kobe dies and then the Lakers can win it all.
Right.
Like,
now you're like,
the storyline's too good. Right. And you're like, no. It's not gonna happen.
People are dying. There's piles of bodies in Italy.
The fact that we're debating, like, are we allowed to podcast anymore? I'm like,
right. Right. It's crazy. That's the thing is because you think the stakes get higher and higher. Because I remember on Wednesday or 2 weeks ago Wednesday, I don't know when this is airing, but I remember seeing travel ban, can't go to Europe. Second, Rudy Gobert test positive, cancel the game, cancel the season. Then, or not cancel, but postpone for potentially 2 weeks at that time. I remember thinking like, dude, this is not right. And then it's like, okay, stay in your homes. And I would go to Starbucks and can't sit down. And then it was like, now you can't even go to Starbucks. You can only. I'm like, it's crazy the tiers of isolation that they're.
Well, it's just because they can't be. If they had just come out immediately and be like, everyone has to stay in their home, like on a day's notice,
we would have bitched about it.
There would have been mass riots.
We would have bitched. Yes.
There would have been. Like, if they had really gone full out and brought military police in and immediately were like, no, you're in your home, there would be civil unrest, there'd be fires, there'd be riots, there'd be looting. Like, they had to be like, okay.
Had to be gradual.
You had to ease people into it. Our lives are...
Myself included. I'm a bit of an overreactor, so I probably would have bought a gun and shot someone.
We just arm up, build a
I'm an emotional guy.
Get in a shopping cart full of ammo and just hold up and emote.
Yeah, so I'm glad they did it gradually over a course of 2 weeks and say, hey,
it's
man,
Fallout.
Don't leave your apartment. I have so many protein bars, dude. I know I'm good for a while because my drinking water's not too bad, and I have so many protein bars. I'm going to be jacked as fuck by the time this is over.
No, you're going to be like skinny and gangly.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I'm rationing my protein bars? I'm doing some push-ups.
I was thinking about that. I'm going to start doing like, I'm going to try and see how long I can go. My fat ass. I see how long I can do. I'm going to do like 10 push-ups one day. Next day, do 11. Next
that's
day,
how you
do
gotta
12.
do it. Challenge yourself.
Next day, 13. And just that's what I'm going to do.
That's the...
And I'll have like jacked arms. Like, dude, Zach's arms are like fucking pythons. And he has the gut the size of a Michelob Light keg.
That's
like,
my look. My look is the... I feel like...
All
upper body.
arms.
Upper body.
Fuck legs. Fuck core. Fuck cardio. Fuck a diet. Arms. Say it to my face.
Brachials.
You know, biceps. That's the thing is like this whole pandemic, one positive aspect of it is, you know, I've been a real shy guy, non-confrontational guy my whole life. It's good to be finally viewed as a threat, you know?
What do you mean?
Like, it's good to just have people walk down the street and be like, oh, I don't want to go near that guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You feel like people are deterred from coming around you?
It's good to finally scare people, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I've been... I feel like...
Some guy's like, hey, you cut me off, you asshole. I'm like, I'm going to run in your car and kiss you, bitch. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking die. I'll make out with you right now, bitch.
I'll do it. He's
like, no, stop. I have kids. I'm like, fuck your kids, dude. I'm going to give them hugs.
Yeah, man. Like...
And the cops come and shoot me.
Yeah, you got to be...
You know, rightfully
careful.
so.
I feel like I'm the type of guy, I'm introverted, but I would imagine most people that know me. I just recently realized that in my office, we've talked about me and my salty office politics.
Yeah.
But like a friend of mine in the office, I was hanging out with at like kind of like a happy hour type thing, just me and him. And he was going to meet up with some people in the office. I've worked there way longer than he has too. All right.
Yeah.
This is only a sell on how sad this was. All right. I'm very gregarious. I'm very like get to know you in the office. I like talking to I don't necessarily like talking to people, but I will talk to you if you're getting coffee, all right? So he says to these other people that work at the company, small company that I work with, it's like, hey, I'm hanging out with Joey. We're shooting pool, but we're going to come to the bar that we were meeting up at. So Joey's going to be with us. And all these people were like, he showed me the text. This guy showed me the text. He's a good dude. But he showed me the text. Everyone in this thread is like, Joey? Who's Joey? And I'm like, how forgettable am I? I'm looking at these texts. I know these people. I've talked to all of them. I've introduced myself. I said, hello, how are you?
You've gone out. You've done karaoke in front of them.
I have. I've done karaoke, an office Christmas party, and they're like, "Who's Joey?"
And you're not a weirdo. Like, you got friends at the office.
I'm not a weirdo, but I must be just so forgettable because they're like, not gonna lie, not sure who Joey is. And then my friend, who he knows I'm not like super insecure, so he's like, dude, people don't know who you are. And he shows me, I'm like, fuck, I know you. I've hung out with you. Fuck, I know your dog's name.
We went to Chipotle.
Yeah,
once,
dude. I'm like, it was so to me.
You got double guac. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah,
Mike.
I know your name. I know your middle name.
That's your dog. I know you have a French bulldog named
Mario.
Name Figgis. I don't know. Whatever you want.
If that's a good French bulldog name, it's better than Mario. Mario's my go-to for improv. If I'm entering a scene with someone, I will call them Mario. Everyone's called Mario because it always gets a laugh, dude. If you're like,
give me an
Mario.
example.
If you say like, oh man, your ankle, it's getting infected. Mario, you cannot be licking your own wounds. People will laugh. because
That's
it's
funny. Mario's a funny name.
Mario is, especially if it's like,
Are they a video game? Is he Mexican? Is he Italian? He's Mario.
is he black? Is he
Yeah.
white? If it's a white dude and you call him Mario, instant laughter. White dudes named Mario that don't look particularly Italian.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't unplug this.
You think you're good?
I
Should I
think
check
so.
it? Hold on. Hey, I can see it from here. Do it.
Hey, are we good?
You good?
Cool.
Fucking
Yeah,
unveiled.
but Mario is my go-to improv name because it always you gotta pick like some wacky ass names, and Mario is the funniest name.
Mario's a funny name.
What are you naming your children, by the way?
One will be called just Dense.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll get weird with it.
wait,
Dense.
Dents?
No.
Oh,
No. No, that'd be fun. That's two different ways. No, Dense. Dense.
like one's not weirder than the other.
Dense. No, dude, Dense is funny. Like there's a kid named Dense. That's like a character from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Dense is a guy who's like run into a wall all the time. Like a little kid, he's got a little chip in his head. It's all like bent in a little bit. Like, oh, there's Dense. He's like, hey.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, I'll go with Dense.
You're going with Nickelodeon character?
Dense if it's a boy.
Okay.
If it's a girl, I don't know. Probably some like Sheets. Like like Sheetz.
Yeah, I'm gonna name a kid like Lennon, dude.
Lennon? That's
Uh-huh.
funny. Like Lennon, but no, it's like Lennon.
No, I've got kids' names, dude. I've
Do
got
you really? What are they?
Archibald,
Wow.
Solomon.
You want your kid to get his ass kicked his whole life?
We'll wait until you hear the last one.
Solomon? Okay,
Solomon.
weird Bible one. Okay.
And this is a boy's name,
yeah.
Angel.
Oh, okay. You want this kid to have this kid's gonna have a rough life.
You think so?
You're gonna name a little boy Angel, and
Uh-huh.
he's not Hispanic, and he's gonna grow up.
I imagine myself marrying like a Latina woman.
Okay.
So it's
Well,
okay?
then that's all right. Yeah, you can be a white dude named Angel. You're like, what are you? Dude, a white guy named Angel definitely owns a junkyard.
You think so?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. I just remember I
And he's
coached.
like 400 pounds, Italian. It's like, hey, Angel. He's like, yep.
What?
That's Angel.
I think you all fucked up, dude.
I think you're fucked up.
I
bro.
coached this kid in soccer when I was in college. I coached like little league soccer. And this kid had an older brother. Solomon and Angel were these kids' names. And it was so funny because this little boy, Angel, when he was around Solomon, his older brother, he would try to be a badass and stuff, and he'd kind of like disrespect me.
Yeah.
And I called him out one time. I'm like, why are you such a nice kid when you're around your brother? You're just an asshole. I didn't say asshole. I forget what I said. But I was like, why are you a jerk when you're around and he was so embarrassed because he was like a sweet little kid.
Yeah.
And then when he was around his brother, he just was like, I'm a badass. And I'm like,
Yeah. 'Cause he felt-
you just
he's
trying to be
insecure.
cool. And I just called him out on it. It was the fun. I like kids, man.
Yeah, you think you can be a dad?
I think, but here's the thing. When I coached soccer, I liked the good kids. Man, I hated the bad kids.
Yeah, I don't like bad kids either. It's like when you be like playing. So I remember being like, 14, 15, 16. You don't play like little league baseball anymore, but you're still around it.
Yeah.
Like my little brother played little league, so like I would go to games. I was like 15, 16, and just see all the kids, and I'd be like, look how many kids are shitty. Just like
Yeah,
shitty humans.
some just like bad little
Touching-
twerps, dude.
Yeah, they always got like Kool-Aid mouth.
Kool-Aid
running around
mouth, man.
complaining about something, demanding a Snickers from the snack bar.
Ooh, dude! I called a kid when I was working at this the Plex Fort Wayne Soccer Club. They were good to me, and then they were bad to me. I've got mixed emotions with the Plex.
Bad breakup.
We had moments. Some of it, I don't know. Anyway, the Plex, not bad.
Love
I played.
lost.
It's a good organization, Fort Wayne, Indiana. But when I was there, I called a kid. So this is bad on my part. I called a kid a big fat liar. Just kind of like.
How old were you?
I've been 22. 21,
Okay.
22.
I'm trying to envision you calling a child big.
I was just having a good time, and this kid he told a
Big
lie.
fat liar.
I called him a big fat liar, and he started crying. And then I
Good.
thought to myself, I'm like, oh man, I probably shouldn't have said that. So then I was like, I gotta do damage control right now. So I
No,
just
you
like,
just lied. Be like, he's crying about like what happened. He's like, he called me a big fat liar. I'm like, no, he said he hates black people.
right.
And you're like, whoa. And then the parents like, wait, no, we're cool.
No,
I
in
work
Fort
with
Wayne,
a black
Indiana,
guy.
they'd be like,
Yeah.
that's my son. I'm kidding.
Right,
They
yeah.
wouldn't.
That's my boy.
But yeah, no, I
Wow.
called this kid a big fat liar, and then he like started crying. And I'm like, shouldn't have said that shit. You know, like I'm like, oh, sorry, buddy.
He has a fragile ego. His family.
He did.
He's a little bully, probably. Why'd you call him a big fat liar?
I think he was lying about being fouled, or he thought he scored, or something like that. He got a goal and he didn't.
Big fat liar is a funny thing to say.
It was, but I called him that, and it was like. Then I thought about it, I'm like, dude, when I was a kid, I was also. He wasn't like a big fat kid, so it wasn't.
Oh, I didn't even
like
think about that.
If he was a big fat kid,
yeah, his parents would have sued you.
Yeah, probably.
You would have had to not being able to go to finish college.
Yeah, no, it was. But it ended up working out. But I was. Oh man, have I told? I have a story, man.
Yeah, go more, buddy.
It's a little long, so feel free to interject. Right.
Okay.
When I was working at this place, the Plex Sports Club in Fort Wayne, Indiana, I was working for like basically a league of like anyone could sign up. Like it was like $90. These kids would come in anywhere from like middle school to like 5-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
And I was like coaching. I was doing like coaching, and then they'd play little games and stuff. So I worked Wednesdays and Saturdays. Practice on Wednesdays, games on Saturdays. I would always I didn't play college soccer. I was the only coach there that didn't play college soccer. I would always get corrected.
So you were the underdog.
I was the underdog. I got brought in by an Australian dude who I went to college with, and he was like, yeah, come work for us. So I got brought under him, all right? And he was cool with me. Everyone else there hated me. Hated me except
That's like the comics who were like, dude, he's only been doing stand-up for a year. Why is he getting booked?
Right. Every leadership, and they would always come in and they would always correct me. One time, one of the head honchos came in and he was giving, after a practice, he came in and he was talking to all the coaches and he's like, you, for example, didn't ask my name. He's like, you, for example. So you were doing this. You got to not do this. Only example he gave was me. So,
yeah.
And keep in mind,
I know this guy.
I'm the only one there who doesn't act like they're too cool to be there and isn't just like grab-assing with the other coaches, right?
Yeah.
I'm the outsider, right? So when I'm there, I'm hanging out with the kids. The kids like me because I talk to them. I have a good time with them. All the other kids are just like, whatever. This is like, I'm just making a little bit of money. I don't really care. I'm kind of phoning it in. For me, I don't have friends there. So I'm like hanging out with the kids. I'm really invested. I'm having a good time with the kids. So there's a part of me that's like, hey, at the end of the day, the only person that the kids like being around is me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm always getting corrected. They're like, you, for example, you fucked up this way, and then you did that and that and that. And I'm like, so I'm always shit.
You're always at odds.
Always people shitting on
Yeah.
me. They're like, hey, follow Ellie, follow Jordan around, have them show you like how it's done. And they just do a half-assed job. And I'm like,
yeah,
so
shut up.
Constantly getting degraded. There were so many times where the new schedule would come out and I'm like, there's no way I'm on the schedule because how much they hate me. There's no way I'm on the schedule. But every time I get it, and like full schedule, Joey's on everything. And I'm like, you guys hate me, but you put me on everything, right?
Yeah. So then the resentment builds.
Yeah. So, all right, it's the end. It's getting to the summer. I'm done with college. So I'm going back home for the summer, and I live like an hour away from the school, and I'm working at a lifeguard place. I'm easing out. I've told them, I'm like, hey, I'm cut back my hours. I'm starting to work at the lake again. Yeah. So I'm done. So anyway, within this time, an email goes out, man. This is the greatest. I've been degraded. We got
an email.
I've been degraded my whole entire time there. Treated like shit. Told I was shitty and not good at my job. And by the way, the guy that got me the job, he eventually had to leave because he had to go back to Australia because his visa ran out, right? So then I'm there alone. I have nobody supporting me except for one guy who's rarely around.
Yeah.
All right? So and that guy comes into play right now, okay?
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, I don't really give a shit at this point. I'm like, I'm already done. If they were to say, hey, we don't want to sign you to any more games or practices, I'd be like, that's fine. That's cool. I'm done. I already got another job. But they send out an email. And this is from the head dude, the dude that was always correcting me. All right?
Yeah.
They send out an email saying, hey, this is I'm forwarding you guys all this because this is from a mother from Delaney, one of the girls that was part of the Fever Academy. Okay? So I know Delaney. I've met Delaney. I've coached her a lot.
Yeah.
Delaney sucked. Delaney was
Bad.
not good.
Not good at soccer.
She was very bad at soccer. She was a sweetheart. Little girl, maybe like 8 or 9 years old. She was a nice girl, but she was just very bad at soccer, right?
You would think nice parents if she grew up a little sweetheart.
She did have nice parents, bud.
So here's the deal. What'd they say?
So the email comes in and it says something to the extent of Delaney tried out for the Fort Wayne Fever, which is the team.
The
So
top dogs.
she was on the cadets. She was just part of the league, and now she wants to be on the team. She's been with the program for like 2 years, right? So they say she didn't make the team, all right? So basically the people that trained her are saying you're not good enough to be on the team, all right? So the parents are upset. So they're like, hey, we've been really impressed with Coach Mitch, who was the only guy that liked me. I didn't see him around a lot, but he's like, Coach Mitch was really great. We really enjoyed being coached by Coach Mitch, but unfortunately with the Fever program and the coaches we had, we were very disappointed. They didn't seem like they were very involved. They weren't very engaged. Delaney didn't like them. They didn't seem to care about Delaney's progress, right? So I'm reading this, right?
Oh, God,
and I'm like,
it sucks at soccer, dude. Be a dad. Put a fucking net in your backyard and have her just kick it for like 7 hours, man.
No, I'm on the parents' team because the parents are like, hey, we've really put a lot of money and time into this, and now you're saying our daughter's not good enough. So they're pretty butthurt, right? So I'm like, all right. So they're saying, and they're really chastising the coaches of the Fever program, which is me. All right. So they're saying we're really disappointed. We feel like we'd feel better about this if we really felt like we were getting the full commitment and energy from the coaches, but we've been really disappointed by them, and so has Delaney. Okay. So I'm reading this and I'm like, I'm gonna get blamed for this. I'm not even gonna come in for my shift. I'm like, I know I'm gonna get the scapegoat, but then the email's not over, dude. So they say, aside from Coach Mitch, who was the person that liked me, cool guy. I forget Mitch's last name, but
I don't think we need to say it.
Mitch Hanley. Beside Coach Mitch, and the blonde-haired coach with the mohawk. And it couldn't, if they knew my name, it wouldn't have been as good because there was another coach with my same name, and they would have given the credit to him. But they said, they identified the blonde-haired coach with the mohawk. He has been very present, and Delaney has really enjoyed being coached by him, and we do not want him to be categorized in the same as the other cadet coaches. We've really appreciated.
Wow, I appreciate their specificity.
Because I knew they were people that were like, we don't want to throw anyone that doesn't deserve to be thrown under the bus. And they said,
I'm on Team Parent then.
Dude,
I'm on their side now.
I'm reading.
They got a case. They're backing it up. They're like, we've paid attention.
I've never smiled so much in my life. I'm just ear to ear. I'm like, yo, ain't nobody, everyone.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Fuck you. Fuck you and your girlfriend.
Everyone at the Plex knew. I mean, there's no way. I was the only guy with the blonde mohawk. It was obvious who it was.
Yeah, but
everyone got that email.
Anything. They just completely ignored you.
No, they did. They called me out. They were when I walked in I only had like 2 or 3 more shifts left. Every time I walked in, they said, hey, what's up, Joey? Hello. Everyone at the counter, everyone when I walked in said my name. And I was like, this is crazy. And even the guy that I was coaching with, who was always chastising me, he was like proud of me for a second. So I came in for my last shift and I'm coaching, and then he comes over and he does the same bullshit, starts correcting me again. I didn't come back in again. I was like, okay. And then I left, and he was like, hey, I'm not going to finish my shifts. I just straight up emailed him like, hey, Nick, I'm working at the lake now, and I'm not coming in.
Yeah.
And he was so mad, but I'm like, dude, because I got the recognition, and then he continued to chastise me. I was like, you know what?
Deuces.
I'm out. I'm like, yo, I'm the only. If there were more coaches like me, Delaney would still be part of the Fever program.
Delaney and his nice parents would still be here paying you money.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
You fucked around and you had the cool kids on the ski trip, the rich cool kids, let them run the show. Didn't let the scrappy new kid who's here.
You get it.
We all get it.
Well, okay, because
we know who the winners are.
The end of that email, what it said, and we have no choice but to join the Fort Wayne Sports Club, and we're going to enroll her in the Fort Wayne Sports, which is the counter
formal nature.
Yeah,
we have no choice.
We really have no choice but
to join the St. John Blue Jays.
Yeah, they said that. They were like, we have no choice but really enroll her in that and try that. And I was like, yep. I'm just like, you're damn right.
Yeah.
Honestly,
but here's the sad reality.
Greatest moment of my life.
Epilogue. Here's the epilogue of the film, bud. The unfortunate thing is, you left and they just kept doing shit, business as usual.
I don't care though. I got mine, dude.
You got yours.
I got my recognition.
That's for sure. You got it.
Whatever choice they decide to make is all on them. But like, I am so grateful to Delaney's parents for noticing and then like having that, because I have the same mentality. Like, I don't want to throw the wrong person under the bus.
You can't do that.
Much love. Fuck Good you, job. Fort Wayne Fever and Fort Wayne Sports Club. I've never been to, but Fort Wayne Fever Academy. I don't know if they're still around.
Isn't that funny how it's funny how formal they had to be with those names?
What?
It was like, we love the good work that it sounds like the letter Tom Brady wrote to the Patriots fans. He's like,
yeah.
So funny. He's like, I've grown as a man and become a better person.
Yeah.
With the New England Patriot. Like, it's the name of a sports team.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you find weird about it?
It's funny when people have to be serious and also say Fort Wayne Fever.
Oh, they got to say something silly like it's like it feels kind of juvenile.
It's like if you were in court and you were like the witness to a murder, like your roommate got murdered and then you're in court and they're like, "Where were you the moment of the murder?" You're like, "Well, I was pooping." And they're like, "What?" Like, it's almost more formal to say shitting. Like, you'd be like, I was...
to say, like, I was defecating.
Some people will be like, well, why do you have to specify?
I have a turd halfway on my asshole.
I'm like, I want them to have the facts.
Right.
I was shitting. And then I heard the gun go off.
I see what you're saying, but when I hear New England Patriots, I think of, like, a business.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
I guess Patriots is a little bit more fun than the Fort Wayne Fever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fever, it is also funny, those the bad team names, like the Fever. It's not good.
Not a good.
Not
now.
No,
definitely not good now. Not in AC after Corona. Maybe in BC, but like
Redskins, that's problematic.
Definitely, they're not. It looks like they're not changing it though. They would give a fuck.
Chicago Fire. That's problematic too.
Pretty tone deaf.
Yeah.
A lot of people died. I mean, you can do this for a while though.
The Washington Wizards. They used to be the Bullets.
Yeah.
DC, the most like the most like the murder capital was
a lot of gun
DC.
violence. Had to change it. That's true.
Yeah. They had to change that.
Houston Oilers, no.
Yeah, those are the only ones I can think of.
Man,
but
I never thought of that. How many people died over oil? Probably a lot more.
Oh yeah,
died in the fire.
Yeah, maybe. But the Chicago fire, if it was like the Fort Wayne fire. Fort Wayne never had a historical fire.
Yeah, we're good.
But Chicago actually had a fire that destroyed half the city, and they're like, it'd be a good name? That terrible thing that happened to our town.
Remember that thing that killed off half of our population? Let's remember it. On a bunch of signs at the stadium when you're drinking a 24-ounce Miller Lite that you paid $34 for.
Actually,
that's how we can remember those.
They are expensive. I had like a $16 Modelo at Toyota Center once.
Dude, when we went to the Rams game, how much was that, dude?
We were throwing like $14 for tall boys, man.
I spent like $60 on beer that night.
You gotta do it though.
You got to. If you're one of those punks who's going there like, I'll get a water. Shut up. Just go to. If you're gonna like, I'm not saying you gotta be a baller or anything, but like, dude, if you're going to a game, save an extra couple $20-$30. You can do it and get a nice beer. Enjoy that. I've always been a big proponent of that.
Yeah.
Like we even talked about. We were trying to go to like a Lakers game or whatever, and it's one of those things. It's like, dude, I don't want to. Your boy ain't getting.
Yeah.
Your boy ain't getting a $20 seat. I'm not doing it.
No.
I'll go to one game a season, and I'm gonna make it a trip.
Get $100 seat.
I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna get a good seat. I want to be there.
That's the thing. I want
to get some beers.
Yeah. I took my brother to a Clippers game, and it was like I paid like $74 for a seat, and dude, we were in the ones, dude.
Yeah,
we were in the ones, and I was like, this is basketball.
Yeah, I saw the Blazers play at the United Center against the Bulls one time in Chicago.
Those are expensive tickets.
Yeah, dude. A little bit, but I was like, we were pretty well off. And I was like, yeah, it's good. Yeah. No, it was starting. Derrick Rose wasn't there. Jimmy Butler wasn't playing. I think the only person of note who was playing was like Pau Gasol, and I'm like.
Wait, who was playing? Clippers?
Oh, this is 5 years ago.
Wait, who was Bull?
Trailblazers at Bulls.
Trailblazers at Bulls. That's a good game.
That was a good game. It was fun.
That you probably had cool LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, it was LaMarcus Aldridge, Dame Lillard.
Luol Deng, your favorite.
Luol Deng. Fuck Luol. It was good to see him in person. I gave him 2 birds. I said, fuck you, Luol.
Hey, Luol Deng escaped the Sudan, dude. So you got to respect that shit, man.
Respect, Luol. But also, in the NBA, you can get banned.
Is this a sports podcast?
Dude, it is now. It can be whatever podcast these people want, dude.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We can do these. Everyone's on Instagram Live now. We got to do call-ins.
Yeah.
I feel like that's, if ever we'll do show, we got to do call-ins. Would people do that? I don't know. If you're listening, you'd be interested in that. Just fucking, all we ask is that if we put out a thing and we're like, hey, we're doing call-ins, dude, call in.
I have a challenge for us.
Yeah.
I've wanted to do this. Can we explain Tom Brady's move to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the person that doesn't like football or understand it and make them care? Can we do this?
I did this week with Maureen.
Let's give it your best pitch, and I'll try to fill in.
Okay.
This person doesn't know anything about football.
No, but I will say she does know that Tom Brady's like the most famous quarterback who's married to Gisele Bündchen.
Right.
Like she knows his status.
So
I said, okay, so imagine this. Imagine that, think of like the highest up, the most recognizable person at, a job. So people were comparing it to like, Michael Jordan or Papa John, Imagine the face, the biggest one. He's just like,
Icon.
I'm going to go to a small, no-market team that honestly nobody gives a fuck about. They haven't really been good. I mean, ever. They were good in the 70s.
They have won a Super Bowl.
They were good back then.
Didn't Warren Sapp win him a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think so. But I was like, yeah, imagine the biggest guy, the face of a franchise, moving to Florida. And then not going to California, not going to L.A.
The objective, the best person at any sport possible, okay?
Yeah.
He's done 20 years at the same franchise and done it with another coach. They've been in tandem. So Bill Belichick is the coach of the New England Patriots. Tom Brady is the quarterback of the New England Patriots, and they've won 6 Super Bowls over the course of 20 years, which is unprecedented. There isn't anyone that's even close.
See, I think you're even going too far. Like, if you're explaining this to like a person who doesn't care about football, you can say 6 Super Bowls in 20 years. That won't mean anything. What you have to be is basically like, listen, he is objectively the best quarterback on objectively the best team with objectively the best coach.
But that's the narrative too, is he has been playing with the greatest coach. So there's this idea
that's
of like,
why he's leaving, though.
Right. You've won all 6 of your championships. Both of them have won together. So now the Patriots didn't want to pony up $30 million to pay Brady, and then Brady also, they don't have enough weapons because you got to throw the ball to someone.
Weapons. He wants weapons.
You got to throw the ball to someone that can catch the ball, right? And can be elusive and get some space and get free to catch the ball. So there's an idea of like Tom Brady saying, okay, this place doesn't want to pay me. He's so loyal. He's been there 20 years, 6. Yeah. And he says, you know what? Fuck this place. Yeah. I am not going to win here. I'm going to go to Tampa Bay.
I think that's the thing, man. I think that was the move. And honestly, that's why I respect it. People were like, oh, no, he's been there. I'm like, no, dude. The whole thing is the Patriot way, right? Oh, dude, this is its own podcast, but I don't give a fuck because fuck you people.
Go for it. Yeah.
Listen.
We're here.
Here's the thing. He was on the Patriots, and the whole thing is the Patriot way. It's not about you or any individual. It's about the collective good, which is it's good on paper, except when you're the greatest quarterback of all time, and you're being told 20 years straight, year after year after year, that you're shit, that you're not good, that like there's footage of Bill Belichick in locker rooms being like, wow, you throw like a fucking 8th grader. Right. Like literally that. So he's like, you know what, man? And I texted you this. Tom Brady wanted LeBron status. He wanted to say, hey, I can go somewhere else and fucking build a franchise around me and win. This is the equivalent of him going from Cleveland to Miami. Except, I mean, it's a little different, obviously, but
Another important thing to establish, Tom Brady is 42 years old. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
So this is, and also so Bill Belichick, the coach, because people don't know these names, Bill Belichick, the coach, notoriously, when your contract is up with the Patriots, you'll sit in the meeting, you'll think, okay, well, I'm going to, I'm pretty good, whatever position you're in.
Doesn't matter if you're good, though.
I'm pretty good, this is my contract year, I'm going to negotiate, try to get an extension, try to get some money. What Belichick will do is he'll say to you, he'll come up with reasons why you're not that good, and then he'll say, hey, if you want money, you can go somewhere else, but if you want championships, that's kind of what we do here, which I respect because the Patriots, they're so winning.
They back it up.
They're a business. So basically, I mean,
he's like, this is what we do with the company. If you're not a good fit, you're not a good fit. We'll be all right.
So basically, that's what they do. So I think he got to the point where
they have leverage because they have the championship.
They do, and they probably will win. So this is the point where he says, you know what? Buccaneers have done really well right now, and they're set up in a way where all they really need is some guy to throw these really good receivers the ball.
Yeah, think about how good. Like, we don't even know how good the Bucs are. They've had dipshit Jameis Winston in there for the last couple of years, and God knows what talent you have around.
He's a good Brady, quarterback, but he's threw so many interceptions.
If I'm Brady and I'm gonna, like a business standpoint, I'd be like, wait, you're making and breaking all these big deals as coach. You're like, what we do here is win championships. Yeah. Well, why are you winning championships? because I'm the greatest quarterback of all time, and you're going to decide the fate of other people's deals around my talent?
Right.
Fuck that.
And this
I'm
is
going to
what
go
we'll
to a
see.
franchise where I'm the top dog. And that's his thing, is he had all these notes. He was like, I want to be involved in play calling.
Right.
He wants to be involved in like the draft. That's the whole thing. That's why they did this now.
Right.
It's because he wants to be involved in the draft. He wants to have a say in who gets drafted. I truly believe he wants to be more of a role in the business side of this. And he's like, fuck, if you don't appreciate, if you think, he's like, all you think I am is a dick, dude. That's all I do is come in and throw you touchdowns, right?
Right.
Well, I'm more than a dick, dude. I'm TB12, dude. I don't eat tomatoes. I go out there and win.
Yeah, that's what he's basically. It's him saying like, I'm more than just a fat cock, dude.
More than a dick.
I'm gonna come in
I'm
and
more
I'm
than a hammer.
and I want to have control and I want to show you. And I love it, dude, because this is what. Okay, I'm gonna sell sports to people that aren't sports fans. If you fuck with Love Is Blind, if you followed last episode,
Yeah.
if you fuck with Love Is Blind and you like competition and you like drama, dude, watch the NFL and figure out the narrative behind it, because this is two men that have been partners for 20 years. They've been partners.
They've been dating for 20 years.
Tom Brady was nobody. He was like the last quarterback picked his draft year, which is crazy. Almost wasn't picked, and he's come up rags to riches, and he is the greatest of all time. I love Tom Brady. But now he is saying, you know what? Everyone kind of gives a lot of credit to Bill Belichick, my coach. And he's saying, you know what? Fuck him.
Yeah.
And I love it.
They're leaving on bad terms a little bit. But they'll come back, and there'll be like a thing when Brady retires, and they'll come back together and hug on stage and be like, it's all good. And also, let's not rule this out. Guess where the Super Bowl is this year? Tampa fucking Bay,
baby.
dude. TB, Tampa 12. He wants to win the Super Bowl and retire. Boom, that's it. That's going to be it. That's
he signed
the
a 2-year deal.
Oh, he did? I thought it was 1 year deal. Either way, same
2-year,
thing.
$50
Same
million.
thing. He wants to
All
win
guaranteed.
a Super Bowl.
All guaranteed.
He wants to go baller status.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. Dude,
Is that this pod? This was a sports?
It is, because he's getting guaranteed $50 million. No trade clause. There's some other clause in it, but yeah, he gets all of his money. Oh, incentives too. So it's a $50 million deal with incentives. So it could be $60 million. It's a pretty Tom Brady friendly deal. So if you don't like football, man, listen to that. Listen that the greatest of all time is trying to prove himself beyond his coach. This is an exciting time to be a football fan. If we're not all dead.
Great. He's signed to a team, and they won't even have the season. But it'll be a fun time. And wouldn't that be funny if that was it? Like he finally left New England, and they can't do the season because of the Rona. Strange times. It would be crazy if that happened, but I don't know if it will. We'll see.
Stay inside. Don't spread germs, man.
Yeah, we're good, dude. This is the thing, man. Who knows? We got to wrap this up. We should wrap soon.
All right.
I'm thinking of watching Instagram up. We don't know what the world holds.
Yeah.
How many they're doing virtual open mics now? Cats or dogs? It's crazy. Okay.
Dude, what do you think of these virtual open mics?
I think they're fun. I think they're fun, dude. They're fun if you go on there and just try to have like a funny conversation. But just punch your punchlines into a conversation, right? Don't go up there, dude. It's so funny when you're in one of these and you just see people like, dude, well, it doesn't even have jokes. I'm like, shut up. We're holed up inside on our fucking phones because there's a police state around us. Like,
wait, are people in the thread are commenting?
Yeah, commenting. You can see it. Watch comics.
You can live heckle.
Yeah, you can live heckle. Which, listen, I somewhat support. But if you're on there, be like, well, do jokes, do bit. Like, dude. This is not. That part's over.
It's a hang.
This is a hang. Let's call this for what it is. Call it a hang and just have a funny conversation.
Okay,
that's it.
I'll speak to the live improv show because
only stand-ups would make it competitive.
Right.
Improv's
not that way because I was watching a live improv show.
That's what I'm curious about.
There was a live improv show, and then my improv team has been like, let's do a video practices, and I watched some of the live improv show. These people are hilarious, but I'm watching it and I'm like, guys, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You can't. Improv is such a physical medium.
Unless you
it's such a thing that you have to be there. That's why there aren't improv specials.
Yeah, it's so in the moment. And I think the only way you could do improv scenes is if you were like, okay, I'm doing a character based on the fact that this scene is taking place over a Skype call. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It has to be surrounded. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is an interview. This is two couples talking. This is a mom and a daughter talking over a Skype call. Because you need to give it that context. Because I was watching and I'm like, that's cool. I think it's awesome you guys are doing this, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's got to be a premise around a call of some kind.
Yeah.
Or some kind of video exchange. It has to be around that.
That's my take.
But here's the thing. This is the reality for a while. We're going to be doing these. If you want to get your 5 minutes, if you want to get your type 5, work on that.
Are we just going to host an open mic?
We could. Should we open up some? We got time. Here's the thing. It's not like one off. We've been doing this for a minute, man.
Yeah, we can be.
Should we open it? We talk so much shit about open mics. It's only fair that we host one, right?
Yeah. Maybe we will. Maybe that's what we'll do.
Maybe
Let's
we should
host
do
a digital open mic.
We should host an open mic. You want to do it? Hit us up.
Why not?
We'll heckle in the comments, and then I'll talk shit about you. And the people are like, dude, this guy books these open mics, and it's like not even the best comics. And it's like, it's funny to see how petty.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
The pettiest of stand up still is. It's funny, dude.
You know what's funny though? It was what I love about this is because I've done stand up for a long time, and I did improv, and I do improv now. And it's so interesting how different the communities are.
Yeah.
There's shit talk, but like improv people, so much love.
Yeah, there's a lot of love. That's the whole give and take, right? Is that, there's more love in the improv community, but there's typically more jokes in the stand-up community.
Yeah. Well, okay, in my experience, let me tell you something.
Good improv is so good. Like when I saw Middle Edition Sports, I'm like I have the finest taste for improv.
Right.
I think what good improv can't be beat, but man, like a stand-up, the thing is like you can watch an open mic, and you don't have to commit to anything. It could just be one-liner after one-liner after one-liner, and be like, oh, there were some bright parts in that. I guess improv is the same thing, but the thing is, if you commit and you're doing like a half hour on the same thing, it better be good.
That's what I've seen. I've seen some people because I've only done. I think the longest show I ever did was like 30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
And you got breaks, you know what I mean? Like some people are in a scene, maybe you walk on, but this is what there's a dude, I'm gonna throw out the name. Landon Kirksey, okay? If you're in LA, if you're in LA, teach a class at West Side Comedy Theater. I saw this guy in a show and they did an hour, and this guy, part of me when I'm doing really well, I'm like, we got to get out of this because I feel like let's end. I feel like I was hot. This is me personally. Yeah. This is like my selfish brain. This guy. And I saw him because he was just like lighting it up. I'm like, dude, Landon he is on. And I could see in his brain that he's just like, there wasn't a part of him that's like, yo, I'm trying to exit on this high note. No. He's just like, I got fucking more, dude. That's guy,
good. That's what you want to see. That's how you're dealing with a pro.
He was just like, I can go all day, baby. Yeah. I can make you piss your pants all day. This guy, Landon Kirksey, wrote a show called Trump in Space. I don't think it's at Second City anymore, but really funny.
Check him out.
Yeah, check him out. I'm sure he's got a website. I'm sure he's doing shows.
Check him out.
Never, if we all die. I don't know,
We're
man.
not gonna die.
We're not gonna die, but
we're just gonna have to stay inside for a little bit. It'll be weird, but once you accept it, it's just gonna be weird for a little bit. It is what it is, dude. Yeah. Aren't we glad that this shit Aren't we glad that this isn't life 24/7?
Yeah. Help your neighbors.
Yeah, check on your old people. Make sure they're good. Don't go to a smart. I have the Citizen app. I got an alert the other day. You have Citizen app?
No.
Bro, you are so far behind.
I knew you were going to roll your eyes at me when I said
Get
no.
Citizen, dude. I rolled my eyes because you would love it.
Okay, all right, I'll get on it.
Citizen's app. It's an app. They notify you of shit going on around you. Car accident here. Fire. Police being called here for a report of a shooting. You just get alerts about that. But I got an alert the other day, last night, and it was like, woman throws a water bottle on another woman at the Smart and Final grocery store. I'm like,
I should know.
In my head, the Doors, like the end just starts playing. Yeah. This is the end.
Because someone threw two bitches threw water bottles at each other.
Yeah, that's the only doom and gloom I get. The only time I feel like we're not gonna make it is when I hear about Karens throwing water on each other. I just start seeing like fire, like Apocalypse Now, where the Doors is playing at the beginning. Like, the killer awoke at dawn. He put his boots on. I'm like, that's two Karens.
I'm looking at you like I've seen the movie. I'm like, yeah, dude, haven't seen it. I haven't seen Apocalypse Now.
It's good. I mean,
you're the Kubrick boy, dude.
No, it's Coppola, buddy.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Godfather. It's Coppola.
He did Dune.
No, David Lynch did Dune.
Did he?
Yeah, but Dune was a flop, and now they're remaking it.
Yeah, I haven't seen Dune.
Kubrick.
I won't watch any movie that was made before The Matrix, man.
That's a good rule to live by, my dude. Let's wrap this.
All right, I gotta pee.
Watch some Instagram lives, please.
All right. I don't know why I gave the fingers, dude. I'm gonna censor that.